Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit, where I will tune in through mediumship or channeling and see what the message is. So if you're new to my channel, if I tune in through mediumship, I will have my eyes open and I will just interpret what I see, hear, or feel. If it's channeling, I'll keep my eyes closed, and it just allows like a deeper merge with my guides. So I'm going to take just a quick minute here to tune in, see what the message is, which way we're going, and then we'll just jump right in. So hold on one sec here. Okay, this is mediumship again. This is coming from my council. So anytime a message is coming from my council, it's like a collective message from them, bringing it in kind of from all angles, where they meet together and they're like, yes, here's our consensus of what to bring through. And they said, for many of you, you will notice the energy of propulsion behind your efforts now. That what you put forward will happen much faster with more ease. But there will almost be this feeling of speed behind it. Like when you actually, turn on the jet propulsion system and it launches you. That's the energy. And they're saying it's with purpose, but they said big thing is wherever you can, clear out any fear-based residue, because that fear-based residue will act like molasses instead of water. We've been having this theme come up a lot lately, but they're saying it's so important for you to take charge of the energy that's around you right now. This energy is meant for you to utilize. It's not meant to just sort of happen to you, but for you to be co-creatory with it, is what they're showing me. They're saying divine timing is very much at play. And they're saying this is an opportunity now where hope gets to refill into your heart center, into your body energy, where you will have experiences of being released from certain karmas, and the energy of hope and positivity can return in. They're also showing me that some of you have already been noticing this as a significant change already since May started. And for some of you, again, that might be a little bit sooner, being that it's a general message, you take the pieces that resonate. But in general, they're saying this is like a real resurgence within this energy of propulsion. They're saying just be really careful of, maybe careful is not the right word. As soon as I said careful, they're like, no, not quite. Conscious and aware of energies still of manipulation in a very sly way. And the example they're showing me, this is really neat. So with this energy of movement, with the amount of consciousness we have, the ways in which energies can still manipulate us or try to get in to trigger fear narratives or anything like that is through our thought patterns. And this is through either dream state or repeated thoughts that kind of come in specifically pertaining to things you've already healed. Now, for some of you, you have done a lot of healing on certain themes in your life, and you're in a place where you're very good with it. You understand it. You know when little things come up, how to transmute it, help it move along and carry on. If you notice you're having dreams coming up that are a very, very old storylines that really don't apply to your life anymore, or thoughts come in where you're like, why am I even thinking that? That is so old and done. Many of us, that puts us into a thought of, oh, I need to do more healing. And that can very well be true for a lot of people. However, what Spirit is saying is this is also an energy tactic that's being used right now from pesky energies, is to trigger that for you to dive into that healing energy. And they're saying, for many of you, it doesn't need to be healed anymore. What actually is required is a boundary and a clearing and a protecting of your space. And that boundary will make the difference of those, completely outdated storylines coming back in again. If you put that energetic boundary out there, then that storyline won't be penetrating in to have you run that whole gamut of, what else do I need to heal? I thought I went through everything. And that pulls our energy into this sort of like stasis instead of forward movement, right? Like we understand enough to know, okay, this is coming up, I need to do some healing. But the thing is taking your discernment next level and being like, no, you know what? Even with how it's coming up, I've done the healing on that. So I'm going to reset my energy, put a better energetic boundary, whatever that is, to clear out that peskiness to move forward, because we don't want to even be kept in stasis, let alone going backwards. We want to use this energy of propulsion. So Spirit is saying, be thoughtful of the thoughts that come into your mind, especially when they pertain to old, outdated, and that's a key word, outdated experiences, patterns, and such that you've already worked on. That is just a pesky energy manipulation tactic. So just be conscious of that. There's nothing to fear from it. It's more just catching it and being like, no, not happening in here. Reset energy. Using your words. Your words have so much power in setting that boundary. Something like the energies and frequencies that bring these memories, these outdated programs to my thoughts are absolutely not welcome in the energy that I am. I clear, I banish them, and I set a rigid boundary of love that only helps my energy moving forward, right? Whatever it is that works for you, but restating that boundary in your sovereign energy. Maybe you even do it while you're in that superhero pose, because we know that that's a pretty epic pose. That'll help you in your energy moving forward. One more thing here. And again, they're saying, please reiterate the conscious content consumption is their words. Conscious content consumption. We know what it is about, we know how to fuel our bodies with food and vitamins and minerals. They're saying really be thoughtful of the content you are consuming as well, because your energy body takes that in. So notice how that's showing up for you in your life, and does it resonate in an uplifting way? Is it spinning you into fear spirals? Is it spinning you into gossip energy? What's it doing? It's not about ignorance. We can absolutely be aware of everything going on around us, but notice how much you're consuming certain type of content and what that does for your body. And only you know what that does. So it's about you tuning into you. Yes, they're like, thank you, complete. So I guess that's everything for today. So thank you as always so much for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. Please do subscribe, share, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of your week or rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.